Hey you guys, this is Jess with Sourceful Journey back with another video. I wanted to do this quick video with you guys before I get to work here. So I wanted to share some, I guess you could say, words of the week with you. I forgot to post these up. It's just because it was so busy over the past few weeks or so. And I didn't want to continue to put up like a word of the week every week, so I kind of waited until I kind of like noticed certain things and would take notes on it, and then I figured I would just kind of put them into like one video. And then I'm guessing going forward what I'll do is I'll probably just maybe submit 2 words a week or something like that if I notice anything. So yeah, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and just jump right in. So some of the words that I've been coming across in my day-to-day quite heavily that I wanted to discuss. And I'm actually going to go over them right now. Part of the reason is because it may hold some significance to someone out there. I mean, honestly, I feel the reason why these things happen to a lot of us who are speakers is because of the fact that it's something that it needs to be spoken on or stated. Because maybe someone out there needs to pick up on it. And maybe that might be the clue that someone needs to hear to know what to do next in their day-to-day. So some of the words that I came across, I'm looking at my little, in case you guys are wondering, I have a little notepad here. Some of the words are as follows: journey, triumph, gaylord, royal, and then I saw bully or bullying. And I'm thinking that could be something along the lines of maybe something that someone's encountering on their end. And if that is the case, you know, don't let it get you down. You know, learn to find ways to move beyond it. And just know that they are, whoever it may be, are operating from a karmic standpoint. They're operating from a standpoint where they need some healing. So just find ways to move around it, or as my mom used to say back in the day, when you got your head in the lion's mouth, work easy. So in regards to these words, I don't know. I know journey. I mean, journey could be something that could be applied to a lot of us when we think about the journey that we have ahead of us in regards to our future existence. You know, what plans you may have lined up for yourself that you're looking to execute to get to that final outcome. The joyous one, in my opinion, I would say. I honestly feel that that's where we all are and what we should all be aiming for. As far as triumph, you think about the journey side of things. Maybe think about it in the sense of how triumphant it would be to know that, okay, mission accomplished. Like you've been through whatever trials and tribulations you needed to go through to finally make it to that final outcome, that rewarding space to say, okay, you know what? This is very much a triumphant moment. And, you know, really just simply being able to give yourself a pat on the back and saying, job well done. And just know that, again, regardless of whatever predicament you're looking at the moment, each individual scenario is different. But as far as that end goal, in some form or fashion, we all want to be triumphant when it comes to our journey, when we finally make it to that end stage. Just know you're not going alone in this journey, even though your journey may be a little different than Jane on the side or Joe. We all have our separate goals, but to be triumphant at the end of it all, I think we all can agree that we all want to be there. As far as the other words, I'm not quite sure, especially gaylord. I've been seeing that word and hearing it quite often. I don't know if that has to do with someone's lineage, or I don't know. Maybe it's something that one may need to look into. Is Gaylord. So if that resonates with you in some way, and this is maybe something you need to hear, definitely look into it. And also royal, Royal. You know, it's funny because wearing purple is a color of royalty, which is kind of funny that I'm wearing it. You know, I think in some form or fashion, not only a few, I think all of us in some form or another came from some lineage of royalty, something that we're not even aware of. That's going back ages. So if I had to say, I think we all have some ties to it. It's not just only a select few. Kind of like the whole notion with the chosen, right? I don't know about you guys, but this whole notion of, oh, it's only 144,000. I kind of question that personally. I really feel in my heart of hearts that we all, on the face of this earth, are connected in some form or another to being viewed as chosen. I feel like when we look at that word, it's all about perception, right? So when we think about the word chosen, I think that when you think about in regards to this lifetime, we were all chosen to come into this lifetime for a reason, right? I wish more people viewed it in that perspective and not viewing it as a holier, well, holy as that. Well, is it holier than thou? Is that the same? I think it's holier than thou. I wish that more of us kind of viewed it in that perspective, not as if, oh, I am better than you because I am a part of the 144. First and foremost, we don't know if that truly was the case. If it was truly only 144,000 out of the entire globe that are chosen. I think, kind of going back to one of my older videos, all these isms that we have, or these lines of separation we have, is what's continuing to keep us divided. In my own opinion, I really feel that when it comes to the notion of chosen, I really feel that we all are chosen because we were all chosen to come here in this lifetime for a reason. And some are able to tread forward and are built for it and are able to still stay on task and accomplish what needs to be done in terms of the test. While sadly enough, some who were chosen for this lifetime also they have fallen. They have fallen in regards to not staying on task and being succumbed to other outside vices. That's my opinion on it. Now, if you feel some type of way about me challenging that notion, excuse me, I was closing my case here. That's my glass case. So, oh, I had somebody ask me about my glasses. Yeah, they're Versace. They're really good quality glasses, but the name doesn't matter. It's the use, the need for them. That's all that matters to me. But still, they're nice, simple glasses. I forgot where I got them from. Their prescription, of course. But anyhow, not to digress. The point I was trying to make is that for anyone who feels a certain way, like, wow, is she really saying there's no such thing as the 144? You need to take a step back and reevaluate your thought process. Because if you feel a certain way with me making that statement, then you, my friend, are a part of the problem. We have to understand that regardless of whether or not, let's just say, there is a 144, right? We have to truly understand that even if that were to be the case, or it was not, that should be the least of our worries. You need to focus on self and how you need to better self and how you need to get through these tests in this thing called life, and how you can in some way leave your mark on this earth, not whether or not Jane or Sally are a part of the 144 or not. Because at the end of the day, when you came into this space, did you know any of these people? And I say this a lot in my videos. Did you even give a damn about any of these people? You know the answer. That was a no. And more importantly, did they give a damn about you? Chances are, that's a huge hell no. So focus on self, regardless of whether there is a such thing as the 144 or not. As I stated before, and I still stand on that 100%. When it comes to the notion of chosen, I think we need to look at it from a different perspective, in the sense that we were chosen as a collective to come into this lifetime for a reason. And that is just that, plain and simple. I do mean that with love, but I do mean it in regards to, I'm saying it from a serious perspective, because I'm saying it as a tough love. That's like let go of the nonsense of being so hung up on that number. And let's look at it more so on a united front. Again, we can't be sitting up here preaching this whole notion of being more united as a collective, but then being more divisive. We're talking about 144,000. It doesn't make sense. It's contradictive. It doesn't make sense. And I would just hope that more of us can start to have that perspective when it comes to looking at this notion of the chosen ones. Understand that the chosen ones, we should view it as a whole, that we are the chosen ones for this lifetime. But do understand this. We all have our certain things we need to take on in this life. This is why we're in this education plane, i.e. Earth, at this point. But how are we going to get through this thing called life? That's the key factor in all of this, and to focus on what you need to do with what is in front of you and not what the next man or woman is doing. We need to all start to have that thought process, and things will begin to move rapidly when you do so. And so I don't know why I felt like I need to speak on that, because I got on here and wanted to talk about the words. All of a sudden, I think when I saw the word royal, it just took off. I felt something just said, go ahead and talk about chosen. Because I know initially when I started posting my videos and sharing my thoughts, when talking about the 144 and all that, I felt within my spirit, that's something that is misunderstood. That's something that is not accurate. I felt even odd letting those words spew out of my mouth when I initially did my earlier videos. I'm just like, this feels odd, because I don't think that that's what God, I don't think that's what Source meant by that. And I don't even think that that was something that Source really laid out. Like, even I'm thinking, I'm gonna have to go back and look at maybe some of Dolores Cannon's content and read some of her stuff too, because I don't even think that that was something that was brought up in her content. But if so, I stand corrected. But I'm pretty sure I didn't see anything in her content that was pertaining to that whole notion of the 144 either. I think she too viewed it from a perspective that we were all chosen for this lifetime. And I would just pray for the day that we all as a collective can be more united and not so divisive with the number and the isms that are out there currently as it is. That we can all push that to the side and say, you know what? At the end of the day, we are all chosen, but our expectations are different in this lifetime as far as what we signed up for. And we need to just focus on that, and all that other stuff, that extra fluff, as I like to call it, let that be non-existent. And that is all for today's video. Again, the words, just to reiterate, the other words that I touched upon in here, as far as the words of the week, I guess you could say chosen is a part of the group as well. But also journey, triumph, gaylord, bully or bullying, and the word royal. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Consultations are still open. As I mentioned in my previous video, if you have any issues with scheduling an appointment, just reach out to me on my platforms. You can message me and I do respond back. I'm not going to leave you on red. But I do interact with a lot of you guys. The emails are just as good. And other than that, I'm going to go ahead and get ready for work here, but I definitely want to leave this with you guys. I'm sending you with love and light. And I will see you in the next video, and you guys be blessed. Okay? Bye, you guys.